Hello Aquarius, welcome to this reading. We're going to be taking a look at the current energy for the sign of Aquarius for the next 3 months between October, November, and December. So this would be quarter 4 or Q4 if you're more of a business person. Do keep in mind that this is a general reading, so take the messages as they resonate, drop the ones that do not, and also check out your sun, moon, and rising signs. Let's go and see what we have here for you, Aquarius. Now I'm using the Gilded Tarot, the Prism Oracle, as well as the Kipper Oracle deck. There are links to all of these decks in the description below if you'd like to pick them up for yourself. Please do hit that like button and subscribe, as it does help my channel grow. Go and take 3 of these cards to clarify. I'll take, 3 or 4 of these Prism cards, and we'll take a couple of these Kipper cards here. And let me make sure we're all set up and in view, as you know I like to do, and then we'll get right into it for you, Aquarius. Do hope you're doing well. Hope things are going good for you. All right, that looks just about good enough to me. Energy on the bottom, you have the Death card. So Death card is a card of transformation in one's life. It's Scorpio energy, of course. Scorpio season. We just started Libra season, but we will be in Scorpio season here over the next 3 months, and so could be something about Scorpio, could be something about the month of November for some of you here showing up with this Death card. But this is more about you going from the caterpillar to the butterfly in your life, you transforming a portion of yourself. And it's typically something big. It does not need to be negative. It's, I don't know, maybe you're like wrapping up a 80-pound weight loss transformation, just throwing that out there. I don't know, like I'm just using that as an example. Like there's something transformative here that might be arriving for you in this month in the next 3 months. And what's pretty cool for you is you have this World card in the past. This has been a cycle that has been going on for you for some time, okay? And I think that you're kind of breaking out of the wheel, so to speak. You're taking yourself out of the loop, or out of the wheel, or out of the matrix, or whatever you want to call it, Aquarius, with this Death card on the bottom. And you might find yourself here, come the end of the year, completely different person. And the thing is that this has probably been something that's been brewing, percolating, happening for you for some time now. So let's just continue moving forward here with some more messages. So in the current situation, you have the Page of Cups. Okay, so Page of Cups talks about a potential new love offer in one's life. This is like, you can think of this as like sort of like crush energy, like younger love. It doesn't matter what age you are, but the love feels like a younger love in your life. It could be something like that. This can also represent like the beginning stages of dating somebody, such as like going out to coffee, taking walks, doing that sort of thing when you get the Page of Cups. On a different level, the Page of Cups might suggest that you are being given an offer of happiness in some other area of your life, something that makes you happy. This can also see you connecting with a creative venture or a creative opportunity in your life. The thing that I don't like with this is the 3 of Swords card is in the problem position. So it's in the cross here. So the 3 of Swords, it's almost like as soon as it begins, it ends for you. I know it's a not great message, but it's almost like some of you, like sparks fly, you meet somebody, and then it's done. This is, I try to keep my channel like PG and very appropriate, but I have to say this. So the phrase that came into my mind was wham bam thank you man. Take that as you will, okay? That just came into my mind, okay? Take it as you will. There might have been, some of you may have been dealing with a player here, and there might have been something going on there here for you. Definitely something that feels a little bit painful for you in your life here, connected to relationships, especially because of the Death card on the bottom of the deck. And so, again, this isn't about death and dying. This is about something ending. Here's the deal. Relationships in our life are very oftentimes transformative. And you probably already know that. You're probably like, duh. But like, you really, like, if you haven't learned the lessons, for example, like if you haven't learned childhood lessons as an adult, like if you have not taken time to process childhood traumas, childhood lessons, you'll see those lessons come forward for you in your relationships. That is how it works. Okay? You can think of this as like a mirror back to you. And it is possible that some of you are meeting somebody and as quick as it starts, it ends in this next 3 months, particularly if you're single. In the past year, you have the World card. So the World card is Saturn energy. Saturn is in Aquarius right now. Interestingly enough, we are looking at this Aquarius reading. But yeah, I mean, if you're interesting, some of you might have a Saturn in Aquarius placement like I do. But anyway, the World card, other than being Saturn, the reason the World card is Saturn is because Saturn takes a long time to move. And so Saturn brings completions in our life, and the world is, and they're big completions, right? They're not like, oh, like, you know, I finished my project at work this week. No, the world is a big completion, okay? And so this represents like the cycles of time, the cycles of life, but it's a very good card. It is a good card because not only is it a completion, but there's certainty along with the world. And so, you know, in the past, there's been certainty. I feel like some of you are like trying to find certainty here in the present and over the next 3 months. And the truth is that there are times in our life where we are just uncertain of things. And it's almost like for some of you here, there's a love connection that's just you're not certain on how this will happen or what's going on here. I also think, if this is not about love, this is you separating from something that you do love in your life, not like romantic love, but some of you might separate from, I don't know, like maybe you've always loved to be a hairstylist and you're no longer doing that. Something like that, right? And, you know, this might, again, but the thing is, it's not just separation here. This is separation that leads to a transformation with a death card on the bottom. So do keep that in mind. Now, in the future, you do have this Five of Wands. Five of Wands is a conflict. Like I said, there's a little bit of uncertainty here in the future, and this is probably challenging for you because the past has been a time of certainty for some of you, okay? There's been something that was solid here in the past that's changing a little bit. But again, this is, and not to diminish, not trying to diminish here, but this is really growth mode for you. Like you are learning a lot through these situations. And like through whatever transformations are happening here, whatever changes are happening here, this is growth mode for you. And I think that, you have really big opportunity here to completely, if you want to, transform yourself. In your thoughts, what you're aware of or what is on your mind here, you have the Queen of Swords card. So the Queen of Swords can represent a focus on something, a deep focus on something. And, this can say that perhaps you are really cutting out anything that's just not working, that's no longer serving you. The thing with this Queen of Swords is this is you, I think, because this can be an Aquarius person, this can be any air sign. I always get Aquarius vibes from the Queen of Swords. For some of you, you're aligning your thoughts towards efficiency, you're aligning your thoughts towards where you want to actually be going. Like you have an outcome in mind, you have a transformation that you're looking to make here in mind. And if there's something in your life that's not getting you from point A to point B, it's out. Like it's out the window, And I think for you, you're putting yourself first here, which sometimes in life we have to do. If you can, obviously, if you have children, like obviously you're going to put your children first, or maybe your dog, or whatever. But like, or another family member if you have to. But like, I think in this case, like there are some times in life where you have to put yourself first, and I think you have yourself in mind here. In the subconscious, what you can't see or the hidden, you do have the Six of Pentacles card. This is giving and receiving, okay? It says that the act of giving is just as important as receiving. this is about you being of service, I think, to others. I think for some of you, if this isn't about a love story, this is about you needing to move into service. And in order for you to do that, it's probably you letting go of or separating from something that you're not really feeling like you can be in service of. Like, whatever you're doing, it's not it for you. It's like, it's not it for you. And so for you, what you really want is to be able to give back. And I don't just mean like monetarily, like in terms of charity, but like you really want to help people in the way that you can, in whatever way that you can. And I kind of feel like this energy here for the Six of Pentacles is showing up there. In the staff, in the direction that you were headed, in your current influence, the way that you were influencing the situation, you do have this Wheel of Fortune, amazing. This is Jupiter energy. Wheel of Fortune, this is about your destiny, okay? This says that there's been a change to your destiny, or that your destiny is arriving. And, the Wheel of Fortune says, go for it. It's not just like, you sitting on your couch and like, oh, wow, my destiny is here. Wow, the wheel of my destiny spun in my direction while I sit on the couch and watch Netflix. Like, no, that's not what the Wheel of Fortune is. It's, okay, your destiny's here, now what? What are you gonna do? Are you gonna go for it? Or are you just gonna keep staying where you are? Because the thing is, here's the harsh truth. The wheel keeps spinning. The wheel keeps spinning. And if you don't take advantage now, you'll never know when the wheel turns in your favor again. And so this is a really big moment for you to spring into action towards what you want, specifically towards your destiny. And I think there might be a catalyst here over the next 3 months that kind of shakes your world. And this could be connected to love for some of you, okay? If you're in a really healthy relationship, don't worry about it. Like, that's not your message. But it could be some other catalyst here that, like, there's separation in your life, destiny arrives. And that's how it goes sometimes for people. In the external influence, you do have the Seven of Swords. Three of Swords, Seven of Swords is a traditional combination of potentially a third-party situation or cheating. It's not going to be for everybody again, okay? What could just be happening is that this person was deceptive, or this person was just not being upfront and honest with you with what they wanted. It seems like as soon as it started, it ended. Like, and yeah. Now, in the hopes and fears here, you do have the Ace of Wands. What's really important to you and what you're really hoping for is this new fire that is being lit under you. Okay, there's like a new life being formed. There's new fire here that's breathing into your life. And this, I think, is connected to a business for many of you, or this is connected to a directional change in your career. Wands connects back to the career or work. It's also about inspiration, passion. Ace of Wands can really make that happen for you here. In the outcome, you have the Eight of Cups. So the Eight of Cups is about walking away from a disappointing situation or something that just doesn't work for you or no longer serves you. Okay, this person's allowing these empty cups to be behind them, and instead they have their head and their body aimed towards a new beginning. Okay, you can see their back is aimed towards the end. Their back is facing the empty cups here, but the rest of them is aimed towards the Nine of Cups, which is the fulfillment of a wish. So they are ready to start this transformation. They're ready to embrace the destiny that is upon them, especially here as you have this Wheel of Fortune in your reading. So I love what's coming in here for you in the future, or in the staff. Not necessarily the Seven of Swords and the Three of Swords. That's obviously a challenge, but everything else for you, it seems like there's a catalyst, a moment that changes something. Let's go ahead and take a look at what is in these three clarifiers. So, wow. The Chariot, the Sun, and the Ace of Cups. Wow. That's incredible. You're getting a happy new beginning here. Could this be with another person? I don't know. This would come after this, probably this like Page of Cups, Three of Swords situation, Seven of Swords situation. That could have happened. That could be happening. It's hard for me to say like when. Obviously, we're looking at the next 3 months, but that would be very quick. You do have the sun, which is all about total joy, happiness, positivity. It's the best omen to find in a tarot reading. And then you also have the chariot here, which can speak to overcoming obstacles and really setting yourself up for victory in your life. Let's go ahead and take a look at these. Very good clarification. So there's a catalyst event that transforms you over the next 3 months. If this reading is yours, let's take a look at these 4 Kipper cards. So you have pathway, marriage, mature woman, high honor. So I love this pathway card. This is your true north. With the Wheel of Fortune and the pathway card, this is your true north. Maybe it's something connected to a marriage. Like, are you getting married? Are there changes in your marriage? I don't know. Like, I feel like for some of you, on the relationship front, like, it's marriage or bust, you know? Or like, it's just like real deal or bust for you. High honor and mature woman. It doesn't matter what gender you are, just FYI, but the high honor card says that, you know, people really view you as a respectful person. People really view you as somebody who knows what they're doing in the workplace, and you might even be a leader, and you might have elements of maturity here as well. So you actually pulled, wow, so you actually pulled 5. I don't even think I can do this. You pulled 5 here of these oracle cards. So you have death, consciousness, anger, growth, creativity. So look, you have the death card twice with the death. So this is just a transformation, okay? I'm not here to scare anybody. This is not, I don't read this way, so just remember that, okay? I don't foretell death and dying in my readings, okay? I foretell transformations. And for some of you, this is happening. Some of you are going to process, you're gonna feel some emotions here over the next 3 months for sure. But look, what did I say? Growth catalyst. What did I say? Growth mode. Here it is. This situation here, that's this catalyst, is moving you into a really nice place, I think, in your career or in another area of your life. So thank you so much for being here. If you enjoyed this, hit that like button, subscribe. Really appreciate you, and I'll see you in the next reading.